Hello everybody, in today's episode on Grainificent. In today's episode I will be showing you how to mix CS-41 color chemicals from Cinestill to develop your color negatives. So let's get into mixing our chemicals. When you buy this bag, you could do up to 24 rolls on this, because technically it's rated for a lot less, but that is because it is considering the fact that you're making the chemicals and you're developing one roll at a time for a long period. I will mix those chemicals, and then in the next video I will be showing how to develop color film. Let's get into unpacking this. It's the set for 1 liter, so when you open it up, you just tear the top open. Inside there we get the Color Developer Bath 1, Bleach and Fix Part A, and Bleach and Fix Part B. Other than that, we get little instructions. The color is simplified to bath process, and so in the instructions we have everything step by step, how to mix them, and all the times required for developing. Of course, underneath here you have agitation, because different temperatures require different types of agitation. If you accept the roll as the final arbiter of acceptable results, it is easily possible to process 25, 50, or even more rolls of film than those listed in the capacity charts above by following the instructions below for chemical reuse processing. So we have the chemical reuse processing. That means if you're developing film, you should add 2% to the time after each roll is processed, extending the time each time you process next rolls. So for example, if you processed 5 rolls at a single time, that means for the next batch, add 10% more time to the processing to have the same results approximately. And each time, each batch, you add the time until the results you get are not good enough for you, basically. So you can use the chemicals as long as you want until the film is not coming out as you would like it to come out. So always compare. The changes in the quality are not going to be a sudden decrease in quality over time. When you develop film and it gets suddenly all destroyed, well, that would be if your chemicals were laying around for way too long and you didn't track the process too well. But if you're developing the rolls quite quickly in a very short period of time, you could see by the results you get if the chemicals are still good for further use. If the results are starting to look not as you would wish, that's the time when you should replace the chemicals. So let's get into the mixing process. So of course we will be doing it according to instructions. So first we have to get about 700 milliliters of water into a clean glass or plastic pitcher. Of course we have ourselves a pitcher. It recommends about 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius. And as it says here, you should store the mixed chemicals for 2 to 6 weeks. So these chemicals do not have a long lifetime. You can't mix them and use them again after a month or 2. Although I did do that and the results still came out good. So it depends from you how you store them and how much you want to risk. I personally use them many times within a 3-month period and discarded it only because I reached the 20 roll mark, because my eyes are not too great on looking at quality. So alright, so we got our water. We got a little too much, but no problem, we can always discard some. And I poured in about 39 degrees Celsius, so it's there. So now we needed, how much? About 700 milliliters, right? Yes, we needed 700 milliliters of that. We'll still need to top it off to 1 liter, so for me not to waste water, I'll get a second beaker so I can pour in the water into, which I can then pour back into here. We got a mixing something like this. You could buy them from Patterson as well. This is a Patterson mixing stick for chemicals. Of course you can mix it with anything you want. Now into our magical potion fluid, we add, while circulating, add the contents of the packet marked color developer and stir well. While circulating, top off solution with water to make 1000 milliliters, that's 1 liter. So we have to add this to our water while stirring, and while continuing stirring, we add the remaining part of the water. We got our bag torn. Do not breathe it in. I don't think you could. Don't smell it, don't sniff it. While mixing, we pour in the color developer. Well, as you probably assume, mixing with your left hand is quite hard. Let's get all the goodies in there. Now let's mix this very well. And now let's, while mixing, add the remaining liquid. Of course, it's hard to measure out the liquid while mixing. And even it out to 1000 milliliters, just like that. If you had any residue on your mixing stick or on the side, on the walls of your beaker, don't worry, while mixing it, it will just wash off. And after mixing for a minute or two, you don't have to stand here and mix for a long period of time or anything like that. When you're positive that everything is mixed, it will be a cloudy solution. You would see that there is still some stuff floating in it, but as long as you don't have big grains and chunks floating around, you're good, because this solution will be a little cloudy. But I guess that's also air bubbles that are in there, because we see the air bubbles are rising now and the solution's clearing up a bit. So let's wait for a moment for it to clear out, so we could show you how it looks when it stood around for a moment with all the bubbles gone. While that's clearing up, you could already see a lot of it clearing up. Let's see what we need to get ready for our bleach and fix bath. So of course we will need a beaker again, but we will reuse this one after we clean it well. And we will need the same procedure. About 600-700 milliliters of water, put in part A. So now mixing the bleach and fix is quite a strange process, but you will see how this goes. It's quite easy once you get a hang of it. So, since the color developer is one of the most important chemical you could have for color developing, because if you get some contaminants in the bleach and fix, that's not gonna do much harm. But if you get any bleach and fix into your developer, that can completely destroy the developer. So, in order not to risk anything from reusing bottles, when I reuse bottles, I put the fix in an older bottle, or if there was already a fix in a bottle, I use a fix bottle. But I never reuse color development bottles. I always buy new bottles like this. You could buy them for $1, I think, something like that. It's always an extra security measure I like using in case the old bottle is contaminated. I buy a brand new bottle, they're cheap, and I don't have to worry about any contamination. So now we will be pouring this into a 1 liter bottle. After all the bubbles go up, it stops being muddy, foggy. It's just brown. We pour it into a container for storage and use. Just like that. And we could close it shut. So we got our color developer mixed. Now let's wash everything and get ready for the bleach and fix. And so again, we got warm water ready, about 650-ish milliliters, like the previous time. And now, according to the instructions, mix in part A. and stir well. Okay, so let's do just that. We got part A, marked also as step 2. Of course, again, do not inhale. This is more like something similar to salt. So now while stirring, we add the solution. And keep stirring until you're mostly out of those chunks, that they all dissolve. Now, the next step is you have to pour this, without adding any extra water, into your storage tank. So let's pour it into our tank now. And now this part of the process is where it gets a little bit complicated, because now we have to add part B into this tank. And as it says, combining creates an endothermic reaction for about 5 minutes. That we have to pour the solution back and forth between the bottle and the pitcher. And after about 5 minutes of pouring back and forth, then we add water to top it off at 1000 milliliters. So get yourself a phone or something to get the timer up. You don't have to be perfect, but I like to be as perfect as I could. So let's get our part B, step 3, ready. And let's pour it all into here. You can hear it sizzling. So now, let's start our timer and pour it back and forth for about 5 minutes. And when pouring it back and forth, it stops leaving a lot of residue. That's when I decided it's about the right time to add some water to top off the solution. So we had some water ready as well. We topped it off at 1000 milliliters. So now we pour it back and forth when it's topped off one more time. So in the container, back in the beaker, and the final time back in the container. As you see, this fluid is very dark, red-ish. So now, final time back in the container. And we close our container, and we got our bleach and fix ready for use. And of course the storage is here 2 to 6 weeks for the color bath and 8 to 12 weeks for the bleach and fix. But I replace the bleach and fix as soon as I buy new chemicals to get a new batch ready, so I don't keep it longer than the color chemicals. So that's how to mix the Cinestill Cs-41 Color Simplified 2-bath color negative process kit. So if you want to see how I develop color film with these chemicals, a video will be linked down below in the description down below. If you like this video, please leave a like. It shows the YouTube algorithm this video is worthy of showing to others. And also subscribe down below so you don't miss amazing content, and it shows me that I make helpful and interesting content. So thank you for watching, my friends. Take care and see you in the next video.